Booey baba booey.
Hello, once again, Sassins. Back with my promised weekly vlog. A couple few updates, mostly revealing to you that I am one of my word, kind of, and that I'm getting back on track. A few updates that have happened very recently is, and I might have mentioned this in the last vlog, I uploaded a test run of one of our D&D sessions. It was sort of a Halloween-themed D&D session, ended pretty abruptly. Audio is terrible. Pretty much looking for any kind of feedback. That's why I posted it on YouTube underneath a new D&D playlist. And I'm thinking probably every week or whenever we get them together, I'm going to continue posting sort of test D&D videos until we can sort of perfect the formula with all the feedback that we're given. Another episode is coming out. I mean, it's not really an episode, more so, again, just like a major test video to see what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right, what we can improve upon. Again, long time D&D, that's not true. I don't have any D&D cred much. I've been playing for about 2 or 3 years, and I think that for me personally, D&D was one of those things growing up where I was offered to play a few times, and in my mind, even being like a huge anime, video game, Gundam, giant robot nerd, especially RPGs, this is like my favorite genre, I always thought of D&D as like, wow, that is the nerdiest thing anybody can do, and I didn't really want to be a part of it. Foolishly! I didn't want to be a part of it. It was all pretty much ignorance. I will say the way that I got into it is my roommate. It was one of those things where like, hey, do you guys want to play D&D this weekend? No, I think I'm busy, unfortunately. I've got, laundry to do, or something like that. And after months and months and months of letting him down, finally, we felt so bad, my brother and I, that we were like, okay, fine, we'll play one session with you. We'll take the 2 hours it takes to make a character. And so I made my first character called Rargle Sparkles the Blargler. I thought that was the funniest name ever. I still do. He's one of my favorite characters to play. And it really revealed to me that first session how incredible Dungeons & Dragons is. It's really a great way to just get in touch with your creativity and be able to be whatever you want, do whatever you want to do. It far exceeds, even being a game made in the 70s, video games nowadays. I would much rather play a game of D&D than, honestly, probably play almost any game. Kind of. Still, games these days are very much alluring, and they have a lot about them, but still just the possibility of being thrown into a situation and being like, I want to go that way. Instead of like, here's your options for what to say. You can literally say what you want, do what you want. And so when we moved up here after we got the Oculus job, the job at Oculus, we left our DM, our trusty DM that was really amazing. And so I had to take it into my own hands to continue the D&D adventures. So I, not really knowing anything about how to DM, how to get into the story. Anyway, and not knowing anything about how to DM, I just gave it a shot. Incredibly nervous the first time, even with people you know. That's the sort of another daunting thing about D&D, is that you feel like a lot is maybe not expected of you, but in order to, be one and play with everybody else, you should, perform a little bit, and you're put on the spot a lot. But it only takes about a session or two to get rid of all of that anxiety and to really get into your character and just playing D&D in general. Again, another sort of wonderful aspect of D&D. So we're releasing them now. Again, I've only been DMing for since maybe March of this year. So if my skills are extremely not rusty isn't even an appropriate word, because that would mean that I was probably good at some point. if they're terrible and lacking, and I get a whole bunch of stuff wrong, then just tell me. I'll try and work on it. But another thing about the way I DM is that I can't really be bothered to learn all of the lore and all of the minute details of 5th edition. And I think I said this on a previous vlog as well. We play a very loose game, and that I fully believe that you should be able to, like, if you cast Fireball, you are shooting a giant flaming ball out of your hands, and sort of everything that you learned up to the point where you could do Fireball means that you can really control fire however you want. So it's more of like more creativity, less being bound by the rules. If a character says, I want to do this, and it doesn't exist, but it makes sense for their character, then I will fully allow it. And most monsters and deities in my game as well are just, they don't exist. Which is awesome for me, probably bad for anybody watching who's very familiar with the lore of D&D and everything like that, but it's just easier for me. So, I hope you enjoy watching it if you guys happen to check it out. Again, we appreciate all of your opinions, good, bad, and we're still sort of designing the etiquette of how we play as well. I should have prefaced in the very beginning of this vlog, I'll do it with the title. This is going to be a very D&D heavy vlog. That as well, I am streaming every now and then around 8 p.m. Most nights, playing Battlefield with my roommates. I am terrible. My sensitivity is all the way up, so I'll probably be very hard to watch. Again, more feedback that I'm looking for. If you happen to tune in around 8 o'clock at random days, haven't really narrowed down the time just yet. Working on it. But I am streaming. D&D videos coming out. I did record No Man's Sky, Rantview. I recorded it. I still need to compile all of the gameplay, and it's still probably going to take me about a week to edit. So that should be out early next week. And the last thing that I've been thinking about is I've recorded a few sessions already of my entire routine, start to finish. Not really the whole thing. I dick around a little bit afterwards and just do completely stupid things. But my entire workout routine that I do in the morning and on the weekends, and I'm thinking about posting them every day that I do them, so that you will see exactly what I do to be able to do the different physical feats that I am able to. These are definitely more advanced routines, or they can be more advanced routines. I'll also think about, I am thinking about also doing sort of the road to a planche push-up, which is a push-up without your feet touching the ground, or the road to, a static handstand, which is just holding a handstand and not moving anywhere. Road to handstand push-up, road to muscle up, that's what it's called. Sort of road to all of these different physical feats, sort of like step by step. This is what you can do to bridge the gap between absolutely not knowing anything about it and maybe not mastering it, because I haven't mastered any of these things yet, but I'm definitely more on the advanced side, to where I can do them, I can evolve them, and I can sort of put my own creativity into them for my own exercises. So let me know if a full length is going to be anywhere in between 45 minutes to 2 hour long videos of just me working out. I'm probably not going to speed it up at all. At the beginning, I'll put this is a summary of what I do, and some of the things I do, I don't think that they exist yet, so I'll most likely make up names for them. But I'll put this is what I do, this is how many sets, and then fucking off in between most supersets, meaning I like to mess around with the bow staff, I like to just kick the air, just still continue to limber up. So I know there's a lot of information in this video. To sum it up, posting D&D, mainly a test, looking for all kinds of feedback. Streaming, at around 7 or 8 o'clock most nights. Battlefield 1, for now. Probably going to do some Titanfall. Thinking about doing Titanfall VGFP. In the middle of writing a Battlefield VGFP. That's another thing. No Man's Sky Rantview, recorded. Thank you guys for pushing me to do that. And full-length routines. Because I know, also, back on the full-length routines, if somebody had something that I wanted to achieve, I would pay to get a video of their entire, like, if I could just, like, fast forward and figure out all the different things and piece them together as to how they achieved this thing, I would pay to do that. Definitely not ever going to charge you guys for anything, but I'm saying that has extreme value to me. And so if there's anything that I do or anything that I've achieved that I think is of value to anybody, I would like people to sort of see what I do to maintain and achieve those goals. So, that about sums it up. This was pretty heavy on the rambling, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and got something from it. Continue giving me your questions. I will continue to answer them to the best of my ability. And, as always, never stop playing video games. Woo!